Welcome back to the Cherry Pickin Fantasy Hockey Podcast presented by Owner's Box. Today, our first buy low, sell high video.
Exciting.
Everyone's going to be engaged first week of fantasy hockey. Make sure you get trades. This is probably when everyone is most active in your leagues.
Yeah.
So definitely important to send some offers out early.
People are seeing the first week of games. Perceptions are changing on players. Some right, some wrong. We're here to tell you who's actually good and who's actually not.
Yeah, some people jump the gun right away, right? Someone's performing super well. They think it's going to happen the entire year. You got to make the hard decision, but trading is crucial to winning your fantasy hockey seasons. Comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you join the Discord. We're going to be talking a little bit about a special offer in our Discord.
If you join the Discord, we'll have an extra buy low from each of us. So 2 extra buy lows in the Discord the day this video comes out.
Yeah, so a couple bonus picks in the Discord. So make sure you join. Link is below. And make sure you buy Manscaped. Code BOX, free shipping, 20% off.
Also, download Owner's Box today. Join an NHL contest. We have our big Saturday contest of the week. It's a $10 free entry with code NHL10.
Yeah, huge contest Saturday. Make sure you enter a lineup. Also in the Discord, we'll be talking about some strategy and what we're going to be riding with.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's get into buy lows.
Okay.
So guys, you should be trading for. Drew, let's hear it.
So some comments recently, some panic around the hockey community.
Huge panic.
About Jacob Chychrun, my guy, my number one must draft. He's not on the first power play in Arizona.
Shocker, to be honest. I'm shocked.
I'm here to tell you is you have no reason to panic, and you need to go trade for him if you do not have him in your league. Because Jacob Chychrun, through the first couple games here, no goals, no assists, 11 shots and 9 hits. That's great for categories leagues. The thing is, 25 minutes time on ice without being on the first power play. They rely on him in all facets of the game. He's one of the best 5-on-5 offensive defensemen in the NHL, and you need to buy the dip because once Ghost gets in the doghouse with the coach in Arizona, because he doesn't play defense, he's going to lose that power play one time, and Chychrun will be back on it, okay? There is one little thing that's a little bit concerning. Like yesterday, you said that we should get Ghost, right, as our waiver wire edition. I still think Ghost will have some value because Ghost actually has 81 percentile WAR on the power play versus Chychrun's 50. But if you look at all the other stats, Chychrun just blows him away as a defenseman offensively, right? So I think Chychrun can contribute 5-on-5. I honestly think he's the next Brent Burns.
Do you think though he's sort of becoming more of a Darnell Nurse?
Yeah, like Darnell Nurse doesn't play the power play one. That's a great comparison. Fills the stat sheet in all the categories, contributes well 5-on-5. The team's obviously worse in Arizona, but I think Chychrun might be the better offensive player, and that kind of balances out. If you watch the highlights, he's always jumping in the play. A lot of his goals are like net front goals. Like he's just not a normal defender. You know what I mean? Like he is an exceptional player. I would rather have Chychrun at this point, even without the power play, than Morgan Riley, Miro Heiskanen, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and Brent Burns.
Okay. I think it's a really good buy low. A lot of people are panicking, but you got to remember, you were probably getting this guy in the 7th round, 8th round pick. Going after him, you could probably give up like your 12th to 14th round pick for this guy. And
his value has dropped. I bet you if you're drafting right now, probably
100% dropped.
Like a 9th, 10th round player. I still think he's worth like a 4th, 5th round pick. So yeah, go get Jacob Chychrun. Leave a comment on who you're thinking about trading for him, and we'll let you know. Even ask us in the Discord. We'll give you more information. But yeah, go buy Jacob Chychrun right now and do not sell him.
Great pick. I'll be sending some offers out. All right, so my guy here, everyone knows, well, I don't know if everyone knows this, but Miro Heiskanen, I'm huge on Miro Heiskanen. I think that he's a great player, obviously young, talented, not even on PP1, and he still puts up points.
Yep.
But I am going the other side here, and I'm going John Klingberg. I think that his value is very low right now. Obviously, we saw what happened. He got injured. He only played 10 minutes in that game because of his injury. He's the guy for Dallas, and that power play is so good that when he comes back, like you are getting a PP1 defenseman who is proven to put up points. He's the older defenseman. He's supposed to be teaching Heiskanen for the future.
Yes.
I think they're working Heiskanen into that bigger role, but I still think that this is Klingberg's job to lose. They're going to continue to push him on PP1. Look, I love Heiskanen. I think that his value is horizontal right now. I think that PP2, You look at the Dallas team, obviously they look good to start. Jason Robertson hasn't even played a game yet. Ruben Hintz hasn't really found his ground, but that PP2 is going to play a lot, which means Heiskanen will play a lot, but I still love Klingberg.
I think Klingberg is Shane Gaspierre like times 10, like similar player, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of a one-dimensional offensive player, but Klingberg is an elite offensive defenseman, and they will definitely give him the power play back. Miro Heiskanen is a very well-rounded game, right? Great skating, great breakout passing. He's not a great power play quarterback.
Yeah.
Klingberg is an elite analytics, eye test, everything, power play quarterback, and he will definitely get that power play back. So I really like this one.
Yeah. Okay. For guys that would trade for him, like thinking of it, potentially my sell high that I'll go into. I don't want to disclose it yet. But to be honest, like anyone who, like he is a top end PP1 defenseman.
Yep.
So pretty much any defenseman who's kind of like 50-50 on PP1, offer it. That's
Definitely.
what I would look at. Like I don't really have someone exactly. I don't want to put out that name because not everyone will have that defenseman, but someone who
Trying to think of someone.
his spot isn't secured on that PP1.
Yeah.
I would go for Klingberg.
Definitely. Klingberg's a great buy low right now. I'm going to get into my sell high. Not a lot of great sell highs out there through the first week of the season. Either players that are owned in like 30% of leagues are doing pretty well, and no one's really going to trade for them, right? Once you pick them up. And a lot of the guys that are owned in 100% of leagues, they're actually really good. Like I think Anze Kopitar is actually a really good player, and I wouldn't want to sell high. So Tristian Jarry, though, is where I'm going to go with my sell high. A goalie. Goalies are really finicky, right? It's very fickle trying to trade goalies. Like you're probably going to have to trade for another goalie, right? Unless a guy has no goalies and you have an extra one. But I'm going to sell Tristian Jarry because of a lot of his fantasy value comes from wins, and I don't trust the Penguins to keep up the winning ways that they've had through the first week. Last year, they're 25-9 record, right? That's incredible. He had a 2.75 goals against and a sub 910 save percentage, 909. The analytics look horrendous on this guy. I don't trust that he's so much better than Casey DeSmith as well. Once the Penguins kind of come back down to earth with Jeff Carter overperforming right now, Danton Heinen kind of overperforming, the whole team kind of overperforming through a week, I think you're going to want to have had sold Tristian Jarry for a different goalie. So I would rather have, Thatcher Demko. If you can trade Jarry and say, hey, I'll give you Jarry and this pretty good player for Demko and this average player, I would do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. You might be able to do that trade straight up. You might be able to.
Maybe,
I don't think
definitely.
it's crazy. Like Demko has looked pretty strong, but not crazy, good. You know what I mean? I think that you could potentially offer that straight up. Look, Jarry. We all know Pittsburgh's overperforming right now.
Yeah.
They kind of been the shocker since they went into Tampa and kind of blew them out there.
Yes.
But no, I do love the pick. I love that you pick a goalie here.
I got more goalies too that I would rather have: Cam Talbot, Jordan Binghamton, Mike Smith, and maybe even Cal Peterson. Okay. Because I think the Kings are going to be pretty good. That's probably Cal Peterson and Jarry are pretty even, but if you can get an upgrade while trading for Cal Peterson, then I would.
All right.
Yeah. Who do you got for
I
yourself?
love the pick. I'm going with Drew Doughty.
Okay.
5 points in 2 games. People are talking about the Norris on Twitter. I do it was tough picking Drew Doughty because I do have shares of him, and I do think that he's valuable because obviously he's going to provide every single category. We talk about Darnell Nurse doing that. That's kind of what Drew Doughty does as well.
Yep.
He hits, blocks, shots, and now he's providing points. You're looking at him right now, and you're like, holy crap, is this guy a top five defenseman?
Is the old Drew Doughty back?
Yes, and the old Drew Doughty is a top 5 fantasy defenseman.
Yep.
But the thing is I don't think LA is a very good team.
I think they're better than most people think, but still not that great. Yeah.
So I'm looking at players that you could flip them for, and Roman Josi comes to mind.
Yep.
You have guys like potentially Tyson Barrie.
Yep.
So those are 2 guys that I looked at were I think I'd rather have those 2 over Drew Doughty right now.
Categories league, maybe lean Doughty over Barrie.
Yeah.
But we talk for points leagues here on the show mostly, so yeah, I would rather have Tyson Barrie than Drew Doughty.
Yeah, I think that, I do agree that Drew Doughty, if you want to keep him, you could keep him, but I do think it is a good time to get someone that has that higher floor for points.
I don't think his value will be any lower at any point. Oh, sorry, any higher.
Yeah, any higher.
And any higher the rest of the season, starting this hot. So, yeah, this is the highest trade value you'll have. And if you think that you can get a lot, like test the market, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. Definitely test the market with Drew Doughty. That's what I'm telling you right now. But don't overly sell him. Like, don't sell him for a defenseman that.
This
like,
is not a
you know
sell,
what I mean?
like a must sell.
Yeah,
This
like
is,
you're getting a defenseman that goes in. I like to say like round wise, like that you draft in the 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
3rd, 4th, or 5th, right?
For who you'd want for Drew Doughty? Yes.
Yes. And if you can't get that, then like 6th, 7th, you need another piece.
If you can get Jacob Chychrun and then an upgrade at forward, then do that.
Yeah, that would actually be a good trade, mixing our buy low. But Chychrun and a piece for Drew Doughty, I like that.
Yep.
All right, so that's our buy low, sell high. Remember, if you join our Discord, we're going to be giving a couple bonus picks. The link is in the description, so make sure you join. We talk a lot of fantasy puck in there. And that's it. So comment, like, and subscribe. Comment below who you're selling, who you're buying. Send us trade offers.
We'll let you know what we think. Also, make sure, again, to download Owner's Box, get into that Saturday contest. It's a weekly-long contest, going to run until next Friday. A lot of fun, so yeah, get in there before Saturday.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
See ya.